Bruh, blah, blah, blah. Alright, what's going on everyone? Tis the Juan, and recently I've been seeing a lot of things regarding just Call of Duty nostalgia. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't uploaded in literally over a week because it's just been so stale. I feel like I'd be talking about the same things over and over. Not that I don't enjoy it, but it's like I also got other stuff going on, and it's like, but I do want to upload. I do want to get more frequent and more consistent with the uploads, but again, it's just stale right now. There's just, I mean, Modern Warfare 2, anyone can have their opinions, but everyone knows how I feel about it. I just don't think it's gonna be a good game, personally. It might feel cool for like a week, just like, even Vanguard, I remember, it was very well received like the first week or two, or, you know, when it first came out, and that's because it's like, oh, new game. Yeah, everything is great, because you don't really get sick of it yet. You just started on the game, so it's like, oh, everything's great, you know. So, but I've seen things from, I think the first one I saw was from Exclusive Ace. I don't know why. It's so weird how everyone seems to be talking about nostalgia with Call of Duty just at the same time. I don't know what started it. Maybe Exclusive Ace started it, but I don't know. It's weird. But he had a video, something like, was Call of Duty better back then, or was it just nostalgia? Which my immediate reaction was like, what? Please don't tell me you actually believe it's nostalgia, but obviously it doesn't. The games were just simply better back then, and people who play the games now or people who started on the games now just don't understand, and they never will, unfortunately. Sad for them. But if you have played the former games, and you still claim that these games are better, then I've never even heard a single person, I don't think I've ever heard anyone who's played those older games. And when I'm referring to like COD 4 through like Black Ops 2, like 2007 to 2012, the glory days, I haven't heard a single person who has played those games who said that the games now are better than those. I mean, you gotta be on crack if you, I'm just being honest, you have to be on crack if you believe that. And again, if you're on crack, you don't believe it. You don't know what you're believing because your mind is not working right. So, I mean, either way, your mind isn't working right if you say something blasphemous like that. But yeah, it was Exclusive Ace, and then on Nero Cinema, I'm sure a lot of you know who he is, but you know, he makes similar. And also, I just want to say, I've had these clips for a while, but I didn't feel like making a montage. At one point, I was very convinced I was, but I was like, nah, it's because it's a lot of work, and I'm just not passionate about it like I used to be when I was, you know, 10 years ago. Because that's what was cool back then, and it is cool for people to continue that, but I don't know, if I were to do it for fun, that's one thing, but I don't know, I don't have that much time. I just don't, I'm just being honest. But yeah, I thought I'd use the clips because I don't want to waste them, just throw them away, just to clear up space, whatever. But yeah, at this point, I haven't watched those videos in like a week probably that I'm referring to, like with Exclusive Ace and Nero Cinema, so I don't remember exactly what they said, but I just wanted to talk about some things that people have been, you know, like Modern Warfare 2, the new game. I feel like the main thing for me is just like, why are you, again, I understand you want to get excited, you want to have hope, but I feel like we say the same thing, not including me anymore. I'm done. I'm out of this conversation. I have learned, I have learned better, but every year, the Call of Duty community goes through the same exact thing, and they say the same exact things, and I know you want to get excited. It is something to look forward to, but like at the same time, you end up saying the game is garbage like a month in, if not earlier anyway. So like, what are we really getting excited for? Like, what is going to be new about Modern Warfare 2? I feel like the only thing that's going to be new are the maps. They might make more remakes, whatever, cool. They're going to change that up. They're going to add in windows and doors and all that. They're going to change the layout, just like they did with Backlot and all the others. So I don't even care about the remakes, because they're going to change them. At least in Treyarch, their remakes, like, even though these were like unpopular maps and kind of random maps like Zoo, they didn't change anything about it. As far as I remember, I don't think they changed anything, or at least nothing was noticeable, because Treyarch games, they don't have doors and windows that you can break. It's ridiculous. They have to get rid of that. Number one. Who likes doors and windows? I can't even get started on it, because I wouldn't finish. But yeah, the remakes I don't really care about, and I feel like that's the only thing that's gonna be different between like Modern Warfare 2 and 1 from 2019 is new maps. They're gonna play the same, they're gonna feel the same. And of course you have these people who get paid by Activision to like they get sent out to these events, and then like in return for them getting early footage and all that, it's like, oh well, you gotta say something good about the game, and it's like it's a bunch of BS, you know. It's like one of my pet peeves to see like content creators say, saw the game early, played the game early, looks amazing. Like they say the same thing every year, and it's such a pet peeve, and people still buy into it. You've got to be baked out of your mind to still believe what they're saying. Like, I just don't understand. Why are these people getting attention? Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say without coming across as like, oh, I hate these guys. I don't hate these guys. I have nothing against these guys. I just have something against what they're doing with, like, you know, leading people down the wrong path. And that is false advertising for money. You're basically selling out for money. You're not telling people the truth, and you say the same thing every year. And I'm not going to say any names. I feel like everyone knows who I'm talking about. I mean, you'll see it. Just search up, play the game early. Like, you'll see it everywhere, better than Twitter. I'm not on that Twitter anymore, but I rarely look. I feel like I only look on Twitter now for, like, news or breaking news just to see what's going on. If anything, like, big happens, and whether that's, you know, video games or sports or whatever, I don't care. But that's the only time I look at Twitter. Other than that, I know a lot of people are on it a lot. And I know that's when people say, like... And that's how people get the message out there. Like, oh, this game is great, I played it early. And you'll see, I guarantee you'll see all of that. You'll see hundreds of that from hundreds of different content creators, probably. Maybe not hundreds, but I don't know. Like, it's not even, like, use critical thinking skills. It's just, like, use common sense and use your memory. So, what if we say every year, yes, new cut, this is gonna be better than the last one. And... we've been saying this for like a decade now. Again, I'm onto this conversation. I left this conversation after Modern Warfare 2019. That one fooled me. I'll be honest. That one I had some hope for, and I'm not saying it was going to be the greatest COD ever, but I'm saying I had hope for it to be a good Call of Duty, and it turned out to be the worst one at that time. I don't know if it still is. It might be the worst Call of Duty. I would say so. Its competition is Vanguard, obviously, right? Like for the worst COD ever. But I would say that the jetpack CODs, but I can't even. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how everyone else feels about this. I know a lot of people love the jetpack CODs, and a lot of people hate them. You love them or you hate them, right? For me, I absolutely hate them. So I don't even like regard them as Call of Duties. That's like a weird. I never was a fan of it. It was cool at the beginning with like Advanced Warfare. It was like, oh wow, no, this is new. You know, it was fun for like the first month probably, and after that, it's just like, wow, this game is like actually terrible. Especially when you compare it to the games that came before, like Black Ops 2 and MW2, MW3, all these games. And you're like, wow, this game is actually garbage. But yeah, you even got pro players like Scump. I mean, he hates these new games. I feel like that should tell you more when actual pro players are saying like this game is horrible. This game is terrible. And that's what everyone was saying about Modern Warfare 2019 and Vanguard, obviously. And just wait for this one. I don't think I've heard a single positive thing from any pro player, unless they're getting paid by Activision to say something. They're getting, you know, sponsors or whatever. And you'll know, because you can tell when people are, you know, full of it. So don't be fooled by these clowns. Like, does anyone honestly care about multiplayer on Call of Duty anymore? Like, just honestly, not counting Warzone, does anyone care about multiplayer anymore? I'm not saying no one plays it, but I'm saying it's not what it used to be, like how popular it was. And I'm thinking, again, I'm going back to glory days with like, wow, look at this gameplay, I dropped a nuke. Now, I feel like those days ended, and I know Call of Duty was dead at this point, but in Black Ops 4, but yeah, I can think of a few names, like big names, that like were really getting attention on games like Black Ops 4. But I feel like Black Ops 4 was like the last decent Call of Duty. Was it garbage? Yes. Because you got things like special, but the specialists were fun to a point until you ran into, you know, the nerds and they just overflowed the lobby and they took it over. And oh man, it could have been, it was brutal. But actually, that was the last game I got to Prestige Master on. I don't count this Prestige Master on these games. I mean, I guess I would have prestiged enough if there were an actual prestige system, not this BS like level up every 50, automatically prestige, keep all your weapons, attachments, and all that. I'm not a fan of that. There's no reward in it. What's the point of leveling up? Like, you have no incentive in leveling up now. The level up system is completely, like, destroyed. I don't know who came up with this or why it's like this. It used to be, you know, if you wanted to stay at level 50, 55, whatever it was, to keep all your guns, attachments, and all that, go ahead. And that's what a lot of people did back then. Back, you know, I'm talking 10 years ago, when there were actual prestiges and the prestige systems. But if you wanted to level up, it was that grind to finally get to Prestige Master. And I know that was so fun about Black Ops 2, because that was also the first game that you can get Prestige Master, the official Prestige Master like emblem and all that. But yeah, man, I have not seriously played a game in weeks probably. And I mean like Call of Duty, like anything online or competitive or anything. I haven't played in like a week or two. I haven't played anything. So I'm not saying I'm dying to play something, but I'm just saying that is the state we are in with Call of Duty. That is the state we're in. Now I could hop on COD 4 Remastered, which I would before anything. Before any new game. I would play COD 4 Remastered over the new Modern Warfare 2 on its release date. If I had the game, I'd be like, nah, I'm playing COD 4 Remastered. You know, you guys can all raise hell on the game for about a week or two and then complain about it, and then the whole cycle starts all over again. I'm not trying to target anyone in this video, but I'm just saying this is a warning. This is a warning, kind of a warning / nostalgia type video, like talking about warning you of, you know, the same cycle that Call of Duty players go through, and maybe you know it, and maybe you accept it, and you're just like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna get excited for it again, knowing in the back of my mind that it's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get let down, but you know what, I respect it, honestly. But all I'm saying is don't be surprised when it happens. Just don't be surprised. And to me, I feel like just don't, like, if you're gonna complain about the games, it's gotta get to a point where you have to, like, voice your opinion to make change, because this is ridiculous what's going on right now with Call of Duty. We are never going to even sniff the level that we were once at 10 years ago. And I will keep saying that till the day I leave this place we call Earth. The games we have now are just, I mean, it's ridiculous. The state that it's in right now, I mean, Vanguard, they gave up on Vanguard. The life cycle is not even over yet. It's terrible. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. And it just shows that these guys don't care. They don't care about the games they make anymore. They don't. There's no thought or passion or anything that goes into making these games anymore. It's just pushing it out just to obviously you're trying to make money, right? I mean, it's a business, right? And obviously you're going to try to make money. But there should be some dignity. Like, you should be able to give something back to us. Like, we should be getting a good product. We should be getting a good product. And they're robbing people. They're robbing people with the games that they're making recently. But yeah, I mean, I could go on for hours about this. I don't know where to end. But yeah, we're gonna end there. You know what the hell? If you're new, subscribe, because why not? Hey, you never know. If you subscribe, you may be the reason there could be another video this week. Wow. But no, in all seriousness, please, if you did enjoy this, drop a like, and again, subscribe if you're new, because it would really help out. But if you enjoyed this, and if you enjoy these types of videos, and you're subscribed to other people who make these types of videos, then hey, why not stick around, subscribe. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up at that. Tis been Juan.